Hey guys, this is Deborah Clore with journeyoffaithandhope.com. I hope you guys are doing so well today. So, I'm not going to lie, this one is kind of specifically for the ladies. This was something that was brought about by this, I'm just going to be honest, this ridiculous Netflix series that I watch and have shamelessly dragged my husband into as well. But there is a show on Netflix that I do not recommend for the spiritual maturity of it or spiritual example of it, but it is a show that I find fascinating that I've talked about before. And it's called Love is Blind. And I really like it for a lot of reasons. Number one, I like it because I feel like it just, fake as it may be, I just am fascinated with relationships and how people walk into relationships and how people are willing or not willing to be vulnerable. And the thing with Love is Blind is that for the first, I think they have 10 days to speak to people in what they call these pods where they can hear their voice as is, and they can talk and have conversations and have repeat dates, but they cannot see each other. And the whole premise is to, I mean, you can hear by the show, Love is Blind. You know, they're wanting to encourage people to have relationships that are based on, you know, likes and dislikes and character and conversation and, you know, and it's interesting because, like I said, it's reality TV, but I know that it's obviously got some drama pushed into it. But regardless, it is just so interesting to me. But I digress. I'll have to do like a whole new video on that. But one thing that got me, and I think I think there are 3 seasons of it, and I have watched all 3. But one thing that hit me this last time, because, you know, since they do try to take the focus off of looks, you know, the characters will talk about looks and how, you know, they like or don't like the premise of not being able to see each other. And let's face it, I mean, looks are important when it comes to a relationship. I mean, I definitely think, you know, just that initial look and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I find my husband very attractive. I don't care if anybody else finds him attractive. I find him attractive, which he's attractive. But anyway, you know, so there is a part to that, but I think a lot of us, especially us ladies, we are hypercritical of ourselves because we have this perfect image of what we think women should look like, whether it be the complexion of our skin or whether it be our height or obviously body shape or weight. And what's interesting is that vision of perfection has completely changed over the centuries, let's be honest, because, you know, you see a lot of art from maybe 200 or 300 years ago, and the beautiful women were the real proportion women, you know, where, you know, they had their hips and they were not skin and bones or, you know, whatever. I'm just saying that vision of beauty has definitely evolved over the decades and over the centuries, and, you know, who knows why it changes, but it does. And so, you know, really honestly, we're trying to hit a moving target. And the truth is that, getting back to that show, 9 times out of 10, when these men see these women for the first time after like really just having this amazing conversation, in case I forgot to mention, in order for them to stay on the show, they do have to be engaged to someone by the end of 10 days. I know it's ridiculous. But anyway, so by the time they get to see each other, one of them has asked the other to marry. Usually it's the guy asking, and the girl has asked him to marry him. And so they're officially engaged. And so, you know, the doors come up. It's so dramatic. You know, the doors come up and they can finally see each other for the first time. And I am telling you, actually 10 times out of 10, when the men originally see the women, every single one of the men is like, oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. And let me tell you, these women have been all walks of life, all workout levels, all shapes, all sizes, all kinds of heights. I mean, they've had, you know, a decent variety. And regardless of, you know, how the women have looked, every single one of the men have just been like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And for some reason, this last season, it just dawned on me at how hard we women are on ourselves and the fact that we're not perfect, whatever that looks like. And I just wanted to encourage us that, you know, number one, yes, I do believe that God calls us to take care of ourselves. I mean, if I'm eating something and I don't feel good about what I ate, just because it doesn't make me feel good and I don't, I don't feel like I'm being the healthiest version of myself. I want to be aware of that. And I do want to be in tune with that. But, and I personally like to be active, so I do work out with my husband and, we are active, trying to get outside when it's not like, 15 degrees outside. But anyway, we like to be active and do fun things together. But whatever that looks like for you, like what is your, what keeps you the healthiest, with your eating and your exercise and things like that. But, but we are beautiful, we are beautiful in all of our different looks and varieties and everything like that. And our men, whether you have one now or whether, God's still getting you ready for that, your man is going to find you beautiful. And so I just wanted to encourage us to try to take a step back and, just give ourselves a break in a good, healthy way and recognize that we are beautiful and our men find us beautiful. Your man will find you beautiful. And just to be able to rest in that and just to be able to enjoy yourself and, just having that confidence. So anyway, I don't know who that will speak to. I know it definitely helped me a little bit. I mean, it's still a process because we do have to pay attention to what our thoughts are and what we're thinking and, and it's a process and, but yeah, I just thought that was a pretty cool thing that I felt like God kind of brought to my attention. I thought, oh yeah, that's something that I think we need to share out there. So anyway, so that was for the ladies out there. I hope you guys are having just an amazing day. Make sure you're getting on journeyoffaithandhope.com. Actually made quite a few changes today, added a devotional and changed a little bit about the book that I'm currently reading. I changed that over the last week. Featuring a former volleyball player of mine. So you guys should definitely check that out. And then, just change up a couple other things, getting ready to send out a newsletter. So I would love for you guys to sign up for that. But, just definitely just leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing, what's going on with you, what's kind of on your heart now. Maybe there's something that we can talk about in the future that I could do some research on. So anyway, thank you so much for joining and for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.